Hi. Something I've realised about going to bed on time is it allows me to have more focus during the day. You know, if I go for long periods of time of not eating food or maybe not drinking much water, when I've had a good night's sleep the night prior, it's always good. It always makes me able to last longer during work or socializing, and it makes me feel more charismatic and overall just more energetic, and it's good. What on earth are you eating? Look at this thing. What on earth is this? The fuck is this? That is the strangest thing I've ever seen. But either way, going to sleep on time feels like it's an important thing to do, and everybody knows that they should, but I don't feel like they have much pressure to why they should or why it's important for them. They just go, oh yeah, I should do it, but they don't know why. And I guess they just don't. I guess one of the reasons why they don't feel the pressure is because they've not really experienced the benefits of going to sleep earlier. And it just makes you feel better, honestly. Like, you don't have to go to sleep at the exact time, but making a bedtime for yourself and sticking to it try it for a week. Just do it for a week. Stick to a bedtime for a week, and you'll start to just naturally wake up at the same time anyway. But set an alarm for the first few days. Set an alarm to go to bed and wake up. And after about 3 days, you'll just start naturally getting tired at your bedtime and start naturally waking up at your wake time. And it's interesting because the statistic is like, I'm pretty sure it's like 60% of adults in England get less than like 4 hours of sleep a night, which, if you want to function properly, if you want your brain to have function at its like full capacity, you apparently, from, you know, studies of source that I've learned about personally, that if you get about 7 to 9 hours of sleep as a full grown adult, obviously it varies for everybody. For me, I needed about 8.5 hours of sleep every night to function properly. And I use an app to track my sleep. The app I use to track my sleep is called Sleep Cycle. It's really good. But yeah, I track my sleep and it will wake me up at an appropriate time. It has like a window of like an alarm. So you can set your alarm to be between 6 and 6:30 a.m. and it'll track your sleep and determine what time between that time to wake you up. So obviously it's still an alarm because you're still getting woken up at a specific time, but it teaches you like what's the right time to get woken up, or it decides that, which is quite clever. But either way, yeah. Shh. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? There's nothing here. There's nothing in the room. There's literally nothing. And there's nothing outside. Can you hear that? But he still decides to bark his head off, because he's an animal, because he's greedy, and because he has no patience. Look at him. Look at this thing. Look at this tiny little thing. Fluff ball of madness. He's crazy. Look, he sat down there wagging his tail. What do you think's going to happen? You're barking at my window and you think that like something good's gonna come out of it? You leave. He's wandered off, he's wagging his tail out of my room. About time. Good riddance. What a fluffy little beast. Fluffy little animal. You know, and he probably gets worse sleep than I do. He's a fluffy little animal. He has no responsibilities. He doesn't have to take accountability for himself. And he's not got a job. And he probably gets less sleep than I do. Isn't that funny? But yeah, I would say overall, sleep is quite an essential thing. And I think the benefits outweigh the negative effects. Considering as well, like, if you go to sleep earlier, you're not really going to do anything stupid. Like, obviously, you don't have to be an idiot. You don't have to be an antisocial idiot. You don't have to go to bed at the same time every single night, obviously. But overall, it's probably beneficial for you. Like, obviously, you want to socialize, you want to go to parties and stay up late occasionally. But, like, overall, if you can go to sleep at the same time most nights, you're probably going to feel pretty good. And you're going to be way healthier. And you're going to look way healthier because your body needs sleep. You've heard it before. You can make all these dumb excuses. But at the end of the day, like, what the fuck do you know? Like, your body is way more sophisticated than, like, your knowledge, your limited knowledge and your consciousness. You don't know anything compared to your body. Your body is way smarter than you are. Like, imagine it's just keeping your heart pumping right now. That's your body doing that. You're not deciding to do that. You don't have any control over your heart. And same with your brain. Like your brain is doing so many, like, unconscious things that you aren't trying to do, that you're not aware of, but it's doing them right now. It's way cleverer than you are. Imagine having all the responsibilities that your brain does and your body does to keep you functioning. And something that's really interesting as well is that I'm pretty sure a body is made up of more bacteria than it is your actual own, like, human cells. Like, there's more bacteria living on you than there is you. So basically, the bacteria is part of you. Like, it is part of you. I think bacteria also makes decisions for you. Like, if you eat a certain amount of food, all the bacteria that eat that food will obviously breed and multiply because you've given them food in your body. And so then they will persuade your brain to try and eat more of that food because that's what they eat. And they want to multiply because every organism wants to multiply. But yeah, anyway, sleep's good for you. You should try it sometime. Makes me feel really fucking good, especially when I go to, like, work or something. Makes me feel fantastic. You know, cutting down trees, doing that is quite labour-intensive work, and getting to sleep on time definitely helps. And it helps me since I have to wake up early. I have to wake up about 7 at least, and then get there by 8, which is earlier than most people probably, if they had a choice. You know, and you have to go to sleep early too. But most people probably go to bed at, like, 1 a.m. and then wake up at, like, 6 if they got a job, or 7 if they got a job, or 8 if they got a job. And they have to get there for 9 or whatever. But yeah, just get more sleep. You'll thank me. You'll thank me later. Do it. If you want to be healthy, get more sleep. Do it. It's not hard. Download Sleep Cycle. Just use it. Just try it. You'll feel healthier. You'll feel stronger. You'll have big smiles on your face. It'll be fantastic. Anyway. Yeah. Good luck. Do the hard work when you don't feel like it. That's my quote of the day. Quote. Wise words that aren't mine. Bye.